Hi, so I'm here interviewing Jane Olivares. So we'll get started. Um, so we're going to talk about middle age and its effects on people's lives. Um, what age are you?
48.
Um, what are the visible signs of aging that you have noticed that are happening at this time in your life?
Um, I would state at first, I see a lot of people my age just being a little bit obese, not taking care of themselves a lot. Like, I'll put myself as an example. I don't exercise. I'm used to going out and eating a lot of fast food when I should be at home eating more healthy foods.
Does your family have hereditary heart problems, cancer, hypertension, or diabetes?
Us females do have cancer in our family. Yes.
Are you aware of the signs and symptoms of these health problems?
Yes.
Since entering this stage of life, have you noticed any cognitive intellectual decline in how you make decisions or remember things?
No. No.
No. So this kind of confirms like the research saying that uh, although there is a little bit of decline, most people don't notice it, at least
Mhm.
in middle age. Um, it's gradual. Um, At least that's what the research is saying is gradual. And if it happens at all, um, it's a matter of, like you said, like taking care of yourself, and that has a huge impact on how we age.
Yes.
So, how have your relationships changed with others since entering into this stage of life? Um, for example, spouse, significant other, parents, children, coworkers, and neighbors.
Um, I'm single, so my time is spent with my children and my grandbabies, and I do notice that even though I leave the workforce, it seems like I never have enough time with the kids or the family because we're just this new generation. It's just like they constantly need someone to be there. Like they don't know how to do dependence on themselves. It's like we got to push them just a little bit. And I feel that way. Like when I was growing up in my era, we were learned to focus on you need to figure it out yourself right there and then. To where now that my kids they're grown, but they still depend a lot on me. To like what do we do now? Like, well, you should know that answer. It shouldn't have to be based on what I tell you. It should just be something that it should come easy. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I noticed uh, that too about my generation and how like our parents are like expecting, well, you're an adult, you should be able to handle this by yourself,
Yes.
just like I did at your age. Your age, you're like you were married or whatever with
Mhm.
kids, raising kids,
Yes.
and you're out here still asking me.
Yes.
Yeah,
The car's saying empty. It needs to be put some gas in it. Don't
right.
wait till the last. Yes.
Yeah.
hmm
So, what is your career at this time?
What will I do? Currently work for Walmart. I'm the training coordinator for Walmart. I'm full time, and I also work part time for the crisis center at the shelter here for abused women and domestic violence.
Oh, I didn't know you work for the crisis center. That's awesome.
Yes, I do. Thank you. A lot of people don't know, but
Mhm.
yes.
Are you comfortable and content with your career? Why or why not?
I am. I don't think I ever seen myself at being where I am at right now, um, or working as a part-time job as at the crisis center. Um, bringing up, being a low-class middle family, from parents that are immigrants, you don't. you don't see a lot of us going a lot to like where, our kids now, this generation, either are off to college, university, or something. Mostly us middle class, we're either at the plants or we're just basically just where we're at. Just living day by day as a paycheck. But I think if my parents, they're both deceased, but I think if they were still alive, I think they'd be happy where I'm at and what I'm doing and helping people, move up a little bit. Just anybody can do it. I don't have college degrees or nothing like that, but being here at Walmart, you don't need to have one. But knowing what I've known in all my other jobs that I've had, because I've had a lot of jobs in my life, it's come down to this, and I've been here. It'll be 9 years in March of next year. So yeah, I'm pretty happy where I'm at, and I'm also grateful that I've been at the crisis center for 6 years, going on 7, and that's taught me a lot as well. The value of keeping a job and doing something you like. Yeah. So I am content. Yes.
That's great to hear, like, from a perspective of a young adult, because I hear a lot, like, a lot about people not being happy where they're at, and so that's great to hear that people are actually being satisfied with what they're at in middle age, instead of you know going through what they call like a midlife crisis, trying to
Yes.
figure out like revamping their lives or whatever. Um,
Because
so go ahead.
no, yeah, because I see a lot of people that come in and they say, I need a job, I need a job.
Mhm.
And you like 20 some years old. Oh, push pause me. I'm sorry.
So do you want to advance or change your career in the future?
The way the company is changing, I I would have to change later on because there's a lot of positions that are getting eliminated. But I I just take it one day at a time and see what the day brings and what the future brings for me.
I found that the older I get, yeah, the more I get that attitude of just one step at a
Yeah.
time. I remember when I was like way younger,
Mhm.
that I would just think far out in the future instead of just focusing on what I can do now. Yeah.
Yeah, I tell everybody we don't predict the future. Um, I know a lot of people ask, where do you see yourself in 5, 6, 10 years? Well, I don't think there's an answer to that because you don't know if you're going to make it past that, or you don't know
Yeah.
what can happen. You see somebody now recently, and then they're gone tomorrow because they committed suicide, or they were in an accident, they passed away, or some at the wrong place at the wrong time. So really, those ain't questions that you can't answer because there's not an answer to those questions because we don't know what the future brings.
Right.
Mhm.
That's that's very true. You never know what's going to happen. Plans change, and
And be broke,
yeah,
get evicted from your house. Where you going?
yeah.
It's just yeah, we don't know.
We can plan as best we can, but ultimately, sometimes plans don't work out.
Just stay in the middle and go with the flow.
Yeah. So, what lifestyle choices have had a strong impact on your health status? Simple exercise, diet, habits, etc.
Um, I think 2 years ago my dad passed away, and I think that took a toll on me. I think just trying to balance 2 jobs, a full time and a part time, and then knowing that I lost my father, I never really grieved the way a lot of people do because you got to keep moving nowadays. You just can't stay home and not have anything come in. And I think I was noticing that I was not falling into depression, but I kind of thought I was, but then I was trying to say no, I wasn't. It was the combination of depression and anxiety attacks. And when I finally went to the doctor, because it took me a while to go, because nobody likes to go to the doctor,
Yeah.
pretty much told me that they weren't. It wasn't it was a combination of pretty much everything, but it was more of the panic attacks that my body was trying to tell me, hey, you need to slow down.
Yeah.
bring it back a little bit. So yeah, I had to stop a lot of what I was doing, and that's when I realized, hey, yeah, I need to slow down.
Yeah.
Yeah, yes, because I do see people get heart attacks at my age or younger because we're just going, 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 going. We're not stopping and taking care of ourselves.
Yeah, that's very true. I mean, sorry to hear about your dad.
No, no, you're fine. That's
You
okay.
know,
We knew it was gonna happen. We weren't expected it like that.
hmm
And then there's nothing that we can do because that was his time.
yeah. It's kind of hard to think about. I mean, my parents are around your age, so it's kind of hard to think about like that one day they're not gonna be here.
Yeah. And I tell that to my kids too. You guys need to learn how to micromanage a lot of stuff in your life because once me and your dad are gone, you guys are. I mean, yeah, you guys are left with family, but it's not the same as mom and dad. Mom and dad do a lot for you guys
Yeah.
than what you guys don't realize. But we're the main root of the family. My mom and dad always said that the root of the family is the mom because once the mom, she's the root, she's the plant.
Yeah.
Once the plant dies, all the roots start going bad and sour. So yeah, it's kind of true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Uh, do you predict you will, or have you felt like you have experienced a midlife crisis?
I think I did probably when I was younger, like maybe in my 30s. Now that I'm at the age where I'm at, I kind of realize that I don't have time to be thinking that in my head. I just have to, okay, it's not working out. Let me think of another way to make it work. It, my problems are mine. I need to make them work. I'm not going to sit there and just, okay, ask 20 people, hey, how should I do this when, okay, you did it wrong the first time. The second time it didn't work. So then maybe you're doing something wrong. So let's just figure out a way to do it and let's just get it done. Yeah.
Yeah, that's. I agree. No use in dwelling about what's
Yeah.
wrong when we could look for solutions
Yeah.
instead. Yeah.
Yeah. Why am I gonna, I got a flat tire or I have a car that needs two tires. Why am I gonna go buy, $1,000 TV when I know I should have bought the tires? And then I'm, that's my car to get me to work. Yeah.
Right.
Uh,
Yeah.
mhm.
So, anything else you'd like to add?
Um, hmm, well, not, I don't know. I just think this generation is just living way too fast. They don't know the value of what is um, holding down a job, employment. They don't realize how that is a credit score. Um, Everybody's all into, looking good, looking nice, driving nice vehicles, but they don't got that dependency of, hey, yeah, I got a job, I pay my bills on time, I'm doing this. No morals.
Yeah.
I don't see a lot of generations now don't have respect for nobody, not even the elderlies or not even their youth. So we're so modernized in technology and all this, but don't realize that value comes at home. The respect. You want somebody to treat you with respect, you need to learn how to give it and to earn it. It's just not, hey, I'm, this, and this. Well, no, it's not like that. And I think if you want respect and, you want morals, you got to, show that your performance and you get that gratitude. And I think we're missing a lot of that, a lot of value. And that's what's sad. We're going downhill. I don't know why. I don't know where it comes from. If it comes from us, the parents, or it's just the life bringing that it is. But obviously, it's different.
Yeah.
I see a lot of difference here, and a lot, and it's sad. It is.
Yeah. I I I see that a lot. Like um, my parents and I don't agree on some things. I mean, we agree on most things, but not on some things. I think they're a little old fashioned or whatever. But
Yeah.
I think it's just the generational difference. And
It's true.
mhm,
It is.
yeah. But I do think that my generation sometimes doesn't take work as seriously as they should.
We'll work. Let's work here for a little bit, and then we'll go to this other job.
Mhm.
But that's not really showing you that you have work ethic. It's just showing that you can jump
From job to job,
job
yeah.
to job every 6 months to a year, and that's
Yeah.
nothing. And then they don't understand why nobody hires them after a while. Is because you can't even keep a job for 3 years.
Right?
You just want the paycheck just to go do what you're going to do, and that's not right. It isn't.
Yeah.
But that's just how they're brought up, or that's just the way that they don't. Yeah, 9 years for me, and going on 7, 8 years at my other job. You know, you don't see a lot of commitment.
Yeah.
You know, like that anymore.
Yeah, I mean, it's one thing to reinvent yourself, and the other is to like go job hopping,
Yeah.
like it's bar hopping.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah,
Everybody wants to get ready for the weekend, but nobody wants to get up and go to work.
yeah, yeah. That's very true. But I think part of it is like people are not finding something that like truly motivates them, so you're just cruising along whatever seems interesting
Yeah.
at that time, and then once the novelty wears off, they're off to the next
The
thing.
next thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
And that's not the way it should be done, but that's the way it's invented into a lot of these people's heads.
yeah, yeah. He one of my cousins like he lasts like a month at a job and then he quits and
Yeah.
then it's and off work for months and then finds another job, stays a couple months and then again, yeah, I'm like, I don't think that's a good strategy to build a career.
Definitely. Yeah. Yeah. It's weird.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I think this concludes the interview. And, thank you so much for
Welcome.
allowing me.
Something different for me, but yes.
Yeah.
Glad I can help.
Yeah.
hmm